As for that walk, it was certainly a walk to remember here in Chardon this afternoon. The entire student body walking from the high school here to the gazebo behind me, about a mile or so. It took about 20-25 minutes. Many of the students arm in arm. Nearly everyone dressed in red and black, that of course the school colors. Teachers and first responders joined in that walk as well. Hundreds of residents lined the sidewalks as a group made the 15 or 20-minute trek. They ended at the town's gazebo, where a ceremony was held to remember and honor the 3 victims of the shooting. Students did the same walk the day they returned to class after last year's shooting, walking together from the town square to the high school.
We don't want to be remembered for the tragedy. We want to be remembered for the strength and the unity that we have together as a community.
Now, after they walked back to school, the students gathered as a group, had some hot chocolate, and then were dismissed for the day. So a very emotional day for the students here at Chardon High School. News Channel 5's Tracy Carlos spoke with a student who actually came face to face with shooter T.J. Lane just moments before he opened fire a year ago today. Tracy.
That's right, Chris. And you know, today marks the end of the first for this community, for the victims, their families, and for those students and staff and kids that were inside that school 1 year ago today. Red ribbons line the street where the high school sits. Hearts and signs of support are throughout this community for everyone who was inside the building 1 year ago today. Debbie Wilson's daughter Brittany was among those inside Chardon High that day and came face to face with the admitted shooter just before the gunshot started.
She said hi to him, walked around the corner, and the shots were fired. So that was a difficult thing for her.
And that day changed Chardon.
This has become part of the thread of Chardon, just like other places before and unfortunately possibly in the future.
The Chardon community has tried to find the good in the evil.
We need to make it a positive. As hard as that sounds like it can be to do, it needs to be a positive thing because otherwise it's just a scar.
Today marked another milestone in the healing process.
It's been hard for them, waiting, not knowing. Now they've crossed the 1 year mark, and this is a day, again, a day of healing for them to put their hands on something and to join together and take a walk just like they did a year ago.
Brittany Wilson says she's stronger today.
Because we were united again like we were that day when we walked down to the high school. And it definitely made me less vulnerable because I was very vulnerable the first time, and it was a growing point for me.
For Brittany, her family, and this community, they are taking steps to move on, one step at a time. And for Brittany and this community, her family, they are all looking for the positive in this. And they say, Chris, that helps them get through this very difficult day.